Hey, it's Chris Powell. Lots of road traffic here. So we're down here at 803 Lower Dillsboro Road, which is actually the address. If you try to Google it, put in 803 West Conwell Street because it must have been cut off when 50 was put in here. So the address will not take you to the right place if you plug it in. 807 Lower Dillsboro Road was the closest address I could find to get you to actually take you to this house. So just keep that in mind, 807 Lower Dillsboro Road. We'll flip the camera around real quick and take a look around the neighborhood and where this house is. It does sit kind of on 50, but the access is off of 50, off of Lower Dillsboro. So we'll flip it around. Again, this house is, it needs some love. It's currently on the market for $125,000. So we'll flip it around and take a look. So as you can see, this house pretty much sits right on 50. But the access to it is actually from Lower Dillsboro, which is over here. So this is the Lock-in Stores right here at the bottom of Chesler Hill. I never can say that right. And this you actually come off of Stewart Street and come back of Lower Dillsboro to get here. So Google Maps will definitely lead you astray if you try to get here from Google Maps. And again, 807 is probably the best address to use to try to get here, because the 803 will take you way up Lower Dillsboro where you don't want to be. So it does have, some of the windows have been replaced. The more conventionally sized windows, the larger windows are still original. It's got a nice covered front porch on it. I mean, the house definitely has potential. Somebody started on it, and they did not finish it. So it's going to need carpet throughout, or it's going to need flooring throughout. But just to kind of, if you can hear, after I shut the front door, the road noise definitely dissipates pretty good. So once you get the door shut, it's pretty quiet in here. But if you had the windows open, I mean, it's going to be a little noisy. Again, you can see some of the windows were replaced, but these really nice original Craftsman style windows. So what do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6/1 window. That's just a neat window. So this would be the dining area. It's got a pass through there, leading into the kitchen. I mean, the house is pretty much to the point where you could keep the original floor plan, but it's almost to the point where you could start flipping things around if you were replacing cabinets and stuff and put the kitchen wherever you wanted it to be, really. So from this living room here, there's the stairwell going upstairs. We'll check out here in a minute. But then there's this back room. I don't know what you want to call it. A neat thing about this house, it has hot water heat, and it has these really cool old school radiators. So these are all the radiators that run almost baseboard, basically a baseboard radiator. It's just kind of neat. None of the windows in here have been replaced. They're all still the old single pane window with some storm windows, but yeah, they definitely need to be replaced. Looks like we had a roof leak or something here at some point in time. As you can see there's daylight going out there, so the soffits would need to be taken care of. It does have a newer electric panel. Like I said, somebody started the project. It just needs finished. So as you walk downstairs, the basement's got a lot of potential. I mean, we got nice, really high ceilings in here. I mean, high is, you know, they're 8 foot or so. So they're nice. You can see some repairs that have been done to the foundation wall over here. So we got steel foundation reinforcements. So this block foundation has moved at some point in time. And then this was the repair they did. This is pretty typical for a block foundation repair. But yeah, so Does look like it's had some water damage, or it has had some, it's been cooped up, so there seems to be some mold growing here and there. We do have an I-beam going across the center support, which is a nice thing. So we got to step up here into this room. I have no idea what this was supposed to be, but it's hit our flashlight here, trusty Mr. Flashlight. So there's the boiler. That looks definitely older than I am, so that's going to need to be replaced. But then there's just another room back in here. So here's a better, kind of a better view of that foundation repair. Again, this is pretty typical, and by the looks of things, it was done a long time ago. So, I mean, it's still been sitting here. Again, there's the hot water. It's got, looks like they put 2 hot water heaters. Oh no, that's just been a replacement that they didn't carry out. But there's been a lot of work done. Here is another electric panel. Not sure what that's all about. But there's definitely just another random electric panel down here. I don't know if they, looks like, I'm going to guess that this was the old electric panel that the new one upstairs replaced. And they just haven't taken it out. There is a bathroom down here with one of the classic concrete showers. If you've spent a lot of time in older houses in the 50s, 60s basements, they always had these concrete showers in them. Open concept stairwell, so the stairwell goes right through to still the other side. That's always a nice touch. It is a walkout, so there's a door over here walking out to the backyard. You get a little, I don't know if you can get a view of that backyard, but there is a bit of a backyard to it. It's got potential. And then we got this over here, which is kind of like a downstairs kitchen. Don't know what that was all about, but there's a little kitchen area down here. I don't know if they had it set up as a 2-family at one point in time, or maybe an in-law suite, but there's that new panel. So I think that's pretty much what they were up to. Go upstairs and check out the upstairs real quick. It's a really nice banister. Needs tightened up, but it's a neat wrought iron banister. Stairwells are really cool. They're nice wood stairs, need refinished, but again, lots of potential. To come up to the top of the steps, and we have a bathroom here with a nice big walk-in shower and a jet tub. Somebody started it. I mean, they had some big ideas. So, big ideas. Here's where they got the washer and dryer hookup set up. Walk into one of the bedrooms here. So, this is in front of the house. Little view of the roof there. It does have a 3-tab dimensional shingle, so I mean it's a newer roof. Hard to say how old it is, but newer. One of the things that's I like hot water heat, but the problem with hot water heat is you don't have any ductwork for hot water heat. So you pretty much, what do? You got to have air conditioning somehow. So you would pretty much probably have to put in an air handler up here somewhere. There's a nice big access to the attic. So, but you would have to put in an air handler or maybe some mini splits or something to get air conditioning. So we step down here into a random room, just some random room. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I guess it could be used as a kid's bedroom. Wouldn't be very big, but so yeah. So that concludes the upstairs. So what did we end up with here? We got a 3-bedroom, 1 bath is what it's listed as. Kind of technically there's another bath down in the basement. There's not a bath on the main floor. So that means, you know, any guests using the restroom they're gonna have to go upstairs to use the restroom or come downstairs to use the restroom. Let's take a step outside and we'll walk around to the backyard real quick and just take a quick walk around the house. You see, hear the difference in as soon as we step outside, the road noise. So. There's that big chimney for the fireplace in there. There was a little annex here. The door was screwed shut, so we couldn't go look at it, but here's the backyard. Like I said, it's got potential for a nice little backyard. A little shed there that needs to be torn down, and a playhouse that needs to be torn down, and you know, I don't even know what that mess is. That's a mess. So but it's got a nice side yard, you know. But yeah, it's aluminum siding, it looks like. So, but that concludes the tour here. That's 803 Lower Dillsboro Road, which if you put that address in there, will not take you to this house. So Google will take you about 2 miles down the road, 2 or 3 miles down the road for that. So I just noticed though here, or flip it around real quick, see that this was an actual 2-family at one point in time, because they got the 2 meter bases. So that's what they were up to. Not for sure exactly where they go, but there was 2 meter bases here for a 2-family. So they had probably 1 unit downstairs and 1 unit upstairs. Then again, maybe now that I look over here, maybe they were turning it into a 2-family, because there's another random meter base. So there's your gas, so it does have gas here, and this all seems to be somewhat newer, so maybe that was what their plan was. But anyway, again, this is Chris Powell with RM Realty, and this video has gotten a little lengthy. So that's the tour. If you have any questions, just give us a call. My cell phone number is 812-290-1403. Again, that was 812-290-1403. And this was Chris Powell with RM Realty. Check us out on the internet at RM Realty, AURUM Realty.com. Thank you very much. Have a great day.